Don't be bitter, just do better. What do I mean? Meaning so many of us as women walk around with this bitterness, as my mentor Nona Jones says, we walk around with this eviction notice of bitterness, thinking that people owe us because of the pain that they cause, and we're holding this debt against that person. I come to encourage you this morning is that you don't want to continue to hold this debt against the person that has caused you pain, because what happens is that holding that debt turns into contamination, turns into bitterness, turns into a woman that's walking in guilt, that's walking in shame, that's walking in bitterness, man. You are just stuck in this place. Why? I tell you all the time, I talk about what I've been through, because if you're walking around with that, you're not allowing yourself to forgive. And sometimes people think that forgiving is one drop, like you can forgive right away. That's not the case. Forgiving is a daily process. Just like it is a daily process to live this life called Christianity, man, it's a daily sacrifice to forgive somebody and to allow them to have their eviction notice come here. Their eviction notice, meaning that you can no longer hold residence here within me on what you did or what happened. So I encourage you today, walk in your freedom. And the only way that you can do that is loving them without debt. From my husband, Bishop Harden, loving them without debt, meaning you don't owe me anything. For whatever you've done, whatever you said, they shouldn't owe you anything, because when you forgive, it allows you to move into your full potential that God has called for you. So, I got principles, right? Listen, the first thing I want to talk about when it comes down to forgiveness, when you do no longer walk in bitterness, now what happens is that number one, you have walked in forgiveness because you've decided to snatch your power back. Come on, call her a cannon, book, healing, something like that. But snatch your power back. And now you done snatch your power back. Now you can walk in number two, peace. You can walk in peace knowing that that person doesn't owe you anything. They don't owe you nothing. And as I said in another one of my videos, number three, know that some people are in your life for a reason, for a season, for a lifetime. The reason, they just came to get what they need to get from you, and got to be okay with that. Season, maybe we work together and we're not around each other anymore. Lifetime, hey, you my ride or die. You know my flaws and all that. You just got to know the people that are with you and the amount of time that they're there, so that you can walk in your freedom and not walking around bitter, holding things because this person did this to you and we can't let it go. When we walk around and allow to get better, what we realize is that they wasn't even worth it. That wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even worth it, because now I can really walk in my full potential. Your full potential is waiting on you. God is waiting on you to get away from that freedom, because until you can forgive, because the Bible says when you can't forgive others, He can't forgive you. So you gotta learn, love people without debt, no matter what. Because guess what? Why be bitter when you can do better? Stay blessed.